again, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I want to give an update on my garden, my raised garden bed that I have. I'm going to walk you out and show you my bed, and I want to show you my citrus trees and some of my flowers that I have. So I'm going to start here in my backyard and just let you take a look. This is a Norwegian pine that I have. I've had it for, I don't know, several years. And these are called hidden lilies. And they have the most beautiful flower that is supposed to come up before the foliage. But I put these in these pots last year. And so I don't know if that's why they didn't produce the flowers or what the deal is with that. Over there underneath my palm tree, you can see that I've got some little Mexican petunias that are blooming. That's a very invasive plant, so you have to really be careful with it because it wants to really spread. Of course, that's my ponytail palm, and you can see that my amaryllis have all stopped with their blooming. They've finished. I'm going to walk over and show you my clivia plant. This plant is called a clivia. This was given to me by a very dear lady that I loved. She loved flowers and had so many flowers. In fact, she's the one that gave me the hidden lily. But she shared this with me also. From what she said, this evidently is an expensive plant, because she told me, she said, I won't tell you what I paid for this flower. But anyway, it is just going to be so gorgeous because it's got other blooms that are coming out. You can see one down there, and then there's another here that's coming out, and it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous plant. This plant is called a golden dewdrop, and I have really got to get this in the ground. It has started growing roots through the pot, and I've got to get it planted. It produces these purple blooms. I think once it gets in the ground it will do better, but these are the blooms that it produces. And then after it blooms, it puts on these golden berries, yellow berries. And so that's called a golden dewdrop. This is a rose bush that was in my mother's yard, and when my son and his family moved there, they took them up, and so I have two of them. I shared one with a friend, and then my sister received one, so we had a total of 4. But I'm going to show you the picture of this just a couple of weeks ago, what it looked like. The blooms have died on it now, but it'll put back out and bloom again. But it was just absolutely gorgeous. These are lace cap hydrangeas. They're really beautiful when they're blooming. I have a lot of deadwood that I really need to cut out of them, but I just have not felt up to doing it. There's a lot of stuff I need to take care of that I have not taken care of. This is the grapefruit tree that I showed you in the first video that I did, and you can see the grapefruits. It's really got quite a few on it, and it's hard to point them all out because of them being the same color as the leaves, but they're all down. You can see in the foliage there. it's going to have quite a bit of fruit on it. These are the red grapefruit, the ruby red, and they have really been good in the past, so I'm hoping that it's going to be good this year. Last year, to me, they were not as sweet as they normally are. But anyway, this is the navel orange tree, and it too has a lot of fruit on it. I hope to have a really good crop of these again this year. They were really delicious this past season. So hopefully it's gonna do real well. If it holds on to all that it's got on it right now, it will. It'll have quite a bit. This is my satsuma tree, and it is really full of fruit. Hopefully, it is gonna really produce well this year. Like I said when I videoed it a month ago or so, ever how long ago it was, last year it only produced about maybe 2 dozen pieces of fruit. But I think it's gonna really prove to be very fruitful this year. No pun intended, because it has really got lots and lots of fruit on it. And then my lemon tree, I am so tickled over my lemon tree, or trees. I actually have 2 here. This one that's in the pot, I will plant out on the other side of my fence out there where my garden bed is at. But I'm waiting, I'm wanting to have some more trees taken down before I do that. But you can see this little thing has just got itself loaded with lemons, and I am really, really excited. I come out and I tell it, what a beautiful job you're doing, and I'm so proud of you. This is my prize staghorn fern that is absolutely tremendously huge. A couple that I have gone to church with for years and years that I absolutely love and adore gave me this. Tim brought it to me, the husband, which Tim passed away on Christmas Day, was a year ago. But he brought this staghorn to me, and they actually have one that's bigger than this, if you can believe that. But I had to build this stand to hang it on. When he brought it, it weighed about 150 pounds. And of course, it has gotten even larger since Tim brought it to me. So my chain broke, and I had to get another chain, and I need to get somebody to come help me lift from the other side and get it hung proportionately. But it is so neat. I just love that. Okay, now on the back side of my hothouse here is my persimmon tree, and it is doing very, very well. It is really full of fruit, and I think that it's going to meet the demand for me and my sister. It is so full of persimmons. The pomegranate tree has got a lot of pomegranates on it too. You can see them. You can see where I've sowed my grass seed, and I've tried to keep it water. And Johnny Mayo, I did like you said, I think I told you that though, that I went and got the hay that they had. They only had 2 bundles of it. And so I did spread it out, but before I had done that in my watering, I think that I had had my seeds all washed down into a wad because it's really thick right in here. And I think that's what happened. But that's okay, I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna let it go and hopefully it will spread. You can see this right here. I have a deer track. And I am just, let's see if I can find it for you. There it is, okay. Here's a deer track. And this was evidently from last night. I just hope that he doesn't enjoy my little garden. And I also hope he doesn't discover my persimmons being out here. Okay, and there's my garden. You see how much it has grown? If Doug and Lisa are watching this, here's my little jalapeno plant. And it has a jalapeno pepper. Try to get it. It's got a couple of them. Well, it's got more than a couple, but it's got one that's getting a little bit of a size to it. My tomato plants, I have a little cherry tomato down there that's starting to get ripe. These right here are a larger variety of tomatoes, as well as this plant. It's a larger variety, but this right here is a larger, and then there is a cherry, and it also has one that's getting ripe on it. And then this is a larger variety. My rosemary bush is still living. My thyme here died, and my cilantro over there died. But this is my yellow bell pepper, and you can see that it's growing. And of course my one little bean bush. Look at all those beans on that. I bet I've got 6. Oh well, it was an experiment more than anything. I just wanted to see what it would do. So now I know. This is my zucchini that I planted inside the block hole. And it's blooming its little heart out. It's got a little zucchini on it. I have picked several zucchinis. I came out yesterday There's a baby zucchini on the one that's in the block. And my daughter-in-law, this is her little squash plant that my granddaughter started from a seed, and she has a squash. She's got, that would be to pick in just a day or so, because she's got several baby ones. This was my large zucchini plant, which I have picked several zucchinis off of it. I came out yesterday and actually picked some. There's one right there, you can see. This plant here, which is a zucchini that's in the block hole, I picked a zucchini off of it yesterday. It has a little one right there. Oh, there's a zucchini I've got to pick. So let me pick that one. And my little cucumbers. I picked several off. I picked them, they were little, but I went ahead and picked them, and I'm going to pick this one. And I think I'll go ahead, there's a stink bug on that one. I'll go ahead and pick this. I think I'll leave those there and let them continue to grow. This is my granddaughter Ellie planted the cucumber seed, and it was just 2 little round leaves that you can see right there when I planted it. So it's growing, and hopefully we'll make them some cucumbers. And then I have here is my green bell pepper, which is about ready to pick. And it's got a couple in there. This is my yellow squash, which I picked a squash yesterday off of this. This one here is rotting, so I'm gonna break that off, get that out of the way. And then this is some thyme that I had set out. The other is English thyme, and it's just really tricky to get that to live. It just doesn't do real well for me. This will be a red bell pepper. And I guess that about does it. I do have one other plant that I want to show you. I am planning to, the guy's supposed to come this week to look at my trees and give me a price about taking them down, but it's these pines right in here. This cluster that you see is what I'm wanting taken down. Plus the one over there that has the vine growing up in it. The one to your, it's in the center there. That one. I want to take that down because I need to move my fence out to give my satsuma tree room. So it's like 7 trees that I need to have removed. And he told me he would come this week. Now whether or not he does, who knows. But anyway, I'm going to move now around to the side of my house and show you another plant that I love. This is called a desert rose, and it's just very unusual. And it blooms. It's getting ready to put these blooms out. This is a young one that I have, and you can see the blooms on it. I just love these plants. I think they are so unique. And then I have this mandevilla that some friends of mine gave to me that is really pretty. This is my bleeding heart. The friend that gave me the staghorn fern also gave me a cutting of this plant. And it'll be gorgeous in a month or so, even more so than it is now, but they are just beautiful to me. I love the white ones. I also have a red one that's out in some trees growing up out of the ground. But anyway, okay, that concludes my video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. It's been really good being with you again. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd like to ask you to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and click the bell. And until the next time, may the Lord bless and keep you and your family safe. And I hope to see you really, really soon. You take care. Bye.